data.
Yeah, thank you for introduction. So, hi, my name is Dong-Yu Kim from Korean University in South Korea. So, the topic we're presenting is the classification of collaboration and competition with different reasoning orders using fMRI data. So, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so as you know, the theory of mind is one of the important topic in psychology because it was studied in neuroimaging studies. So theory of mind is defined as the ability to attribute mental states such as beliefs, intents, desires, knowledge, and pretending to oneself and others. Among the diverse neuroimaging studies, there is one study using meta-analysis published in 2014 has shown that there is some core network including temporal parietal junction and medial prefrontal cortex. Also, among the diverse topic of the theory of mind, there is some decision-making process and reasoning level process was conducted. So those two cognitive processes have been investigated in lots of the neuroimaging studies. So these studies discovered that functionally activated or connected brain regions such as medial prefrontal cortex and temporal parietal junction for decision-making process, and medial prefrontal cortex and dorsolateral prefrontal cortex for reasoning level. So, but however, there is no study to investigate the interaction between this decision-making process and reasoning level in neuroimaging studies. So we focused on the decision-making process, on the competition and collaboration. Those two are clearly separated and occurred frequently in real life. And also for reasoning level, we consider the zeros level, which does not bring the opponent's strategy into consideration. And first reasoning level is the predictive order, which consider the one more step forward by the opponent. So without some minor purpose, the main goal of this study to investigate the interaction between decision-making process considering two different high-level reasoning level by adopting the multi-voxel pattern analysis. So in this study, the 14 subjects were participated, and as I mentioned, there are 4 different conditions. So the fMRI run, according to each condition, was conducted across 4 runs, and there are 10 trials for each run. And in our designed paradigm, 2 players made decisions alternately while playing a 2x2 sequential move matrix game. So I want to show an example. So here you can see an example on our design task paradigm. So this game has a matrix 4 cells A, B, and C, and D. So left number is real for the participant, and the right number is real for the partner. So this game starts at cell A. If the participant decide to move to cell B, then the step member as the partner can decide move to C or not. And if the partner decide to move to the cell D, then the participant can decide move to cell D or not. So if either participant and the step member decide not to move to next cell, then the game ends. The rewards was split into the participant and the partners. So in the collaboration conditions as shown here, the participant decide to move to cell B. If then the step member did not decide to move to D because they know the total reward is some of the rewards as cell C is less than the cell B. However, the participant decide to move to cell B because the step member decide to C due to they know participant decide to move to cell D. The maximized yield is founded at cell D. But the competition conditions, the left number is reward for the participant and right number reward for the opponent. So in the case of the zero-cell region level, the participant decide to move to cell B. So considering the step member decide to move to cell B to C, they don't know about some next moving about some participant. So in this case, the maximized reward was founded at cell C for the step member, but the maximized reward is for the reward founded at cell D for the participant. However, for the first region level, the step member considering the maximized reward at cell D versus B and C. So reward is counted as the difference at final cell. So the step member, if the step member decide to move to cell B to C, they know the participant would move to the cell D to get some maximized reward. Yeah. So to classify these conditions, we conducted with subject multiple cell pattern analysis using support method machine, and we constructed 7 different contrasts like that. So, such as competition versus collaboration across region level, or by fixing a region level. Also, the first level versus zero-cell region level across 2 decision-making process, or by fixing a decision-making process. In addition, a poor classification was conducted. And for group impedance, we conducted one sample t-test with a random permutation across subjects. So we can pounded several clusters. So to evaluate the clusters which in relationship with specific condition, we conducted logistic regression using the target values as some competitive or some collaborative scores obtained after all experiments from participants or response time for all trials during the task paradigm. So we pounded several clusters like that. So, and by evaluation using the logistic regression, we found that the anterior insula was shown the significant relationship with competitive scores across the region level. And also, in addition, anterior insula and supplemental motor area has shown the significant association with the competitive decision-making process, fixing by some predictive order. And yeah, so as the result of classification between the zero-cell level and post-region level, there is several clusters also founded. And by evaluation using logistic regression, we founded right middle frontal gyrus was shown the significant relationship with some response time from the contrast of zeros and post-region level across the 2 decision-making process. And 5 cluster also shown the significant association with the response time from the contrast of zeros versus post-region level, fixing by the competitive decision-making process. So, and in addition, as the result of 4 classification, 6 clusters were identified. And 3 clusters was shown the significant association with some competitive scores in the condition of competitive decision-making process in high-level region level. So, in a conclusion, actually, our some MVP analysis was shown that significant brain regions to distinguish specific conditions. And I want to say several clusters were identified and evaluated in relationship with specific conditions, such as the left anterior insula and supplementary motor area was related to the some competitive decision-making process. So left anterior insula has some functional law related to the level of motivation, and supplementary motor area have some functional process about the planning or some mental simulations. And regarding the predictive reasoning level, we found it bilateral parietal lobe and right middle frontal gyrus and visual areas. So actually bilateral parietal lobe, well-known brain regions relate to the theory of mind studies. So we assume that these brain regions have some functional law related to some consideration of other thoughts. Also, some interesting brain regions, right middle frontal gyrus, has shown some distinguished activated patterns. Maybe that due to some prediction of others' actions. And visual area showed some activated brain patterns based on some processing of more complex thoughts during the high-level reasoning compared to some simple reasoning level order. So, first of all, we needed to conduct some further studies by increasing number of subjects or considering some effects. Actually, we assumed several cognitive functions involved in brain regions, but our experimental paradigm or some obtained behavioral measurement is not sufficient to explain which brain regions is specifically associated with some functional process. And maybe some interesting part of the work is to about the real-time fMRI settings to some therapeutic for autism patients. For example, by decreasing activation in the left anterior insula and supplementary motor area, or some increasing activation in bilateral parietal region and right middle frontal gyrus, those autism patients would be changed to some more social persons, I hope. Yeah. Thank you for attention.